Oh, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, currently live streaming here on Saturday, September 27th. Gonna be streaming some salary cap games. Gonna hopefully get this YouTube video out for you guys as soon as I'm done recording it, so that if you see this video on your timeline in the first like 30 minutes to an hour or so of it being live, I may still be live on YouTube, potentially playing salary cap games online, because as the title of our stream says, Saturdays are for salary cap. While everyone is duking it out in the King of the Court streets, I'm looking to hopefully pick up some casual competition in the salary cap streets on my way to improving on my 3-0 record. We've won our last 7 games in a row as well, which I'm very proud of. I'm going to show you guys the lineup that we've been doing it with. It hasn't really changed much at all since the last episode. Really enjoying running with this lineup, and for me, very interesting to note that my player salaries have not changed. You know, I've combed through my collection. The only player who's seen his salary change over the last few days, I think since the Sunday update last week, is Ruby Vlade Divac, who was at like 1,200 salary for a while. Then he dropped to 1,000. He was at 800, I think, for a period of time. He's now back at 800 salary, which is nice. And it does make me consider maybe bringing him in at the center position, and then maybe I would replace Harvey Grant with Jabari Smith. But I just love having Harvey Grant and Rui Hachimura as my forwards. Like, they both have 20 badges, and I think this early in the year, having 2 players with I think a pretty decent number of badges, like 20, I think is really good for a Ruby, and like a number of them are on gold. These players are both, I wouldn't say they're like tall for their positions. Like Harvey Grant's only 6'9", like he's small forward primary. But they both play really well for me. Like Harvey Grant is great at power forward. He gets rebounds. Jabari Smith, I played against 2 teams that had great records, and they ran Amethyst Vlade Divac at the center position, and Jabari Smith gave them problems offensively and even defensively. Like on the glass, where there's sometimes that Vlade just out-muscled him for the rebounds. Yes, but that's like a sacrifice that I'm willingly comfortable giving up, knowing that Jabari Smith is kind of playing out of position as a power forward running at center. He is 6'11", which is great, but he's only 220, so he's giving up like 20 to 30 pounds against Vlade Divac and other centers that are kind of larger. James Posey, love James Posey. I played against the guy that had, I think I played against the 20th ranked salary cap player in a game that I did not record, unfortunately. But he was cooking me with Steph Curry when I was guarding him with Derrick Rose. I put James Posey on him. Steph Curry goes like 1 for 8 for the rest of the game, which is awesome. James Posey is my best point of attack defender by a mile. And then still coming off the bench, I love this duo so much. They play so well for me, and when you play against these lineups in salary cap that are trying to run 5 to 7-man rotations, being able to run, like for me, I have a full 10-man lineup. I love to run these 10 players whenever I'm playing salary cap, and it's great. Like, they're effective. Like, Pau Gasol can hit enough open threes for me to at least make my opponent not off ball off of him and leave him wide open all the time. Having 2 6'11" players at the backup power forward and small forward in Charlie Villanueva and Andre Blatch, both have great jumpers for, Emerald and Sapphire cards. Like, it's great. I love playing with all of these cards in salary cap. And we did add some players. I'm going to show you guys that maybe we will tinker with the lineup a little bit. Oh my god, Lorenzo, hi. Sorry, I missed seeing you in chat earlier. Let me show you guys who I've been picking up. We're going to ignore all these golds. I bought them in case I needed more players for the gauntlet. We are grinding out the gauntlet. We're very close to getting Glenn Rice and Jason Kidd for our final 2 Pink Diamond mode reward cards for the season. Larry Steele, really fun card. He has a pretty nice jump shot from what I remember. I will add all these cards to my auction so I can show you. You have Gary Harris, DJ Augustine, Kyle Macy, Trenton Hassel. I just want to briefly talk about these guys. Eddie House is more so for Gauntlet, I think. And then Mark Oldbirding. I'll show you guys what I've been actually using when it comes to filters on the auction house for salary cap. 'Cause I don't really look to like snipe all that much, but I've been buying and flipping some players. Let me show you. Like, I'll just go to Sapphire Wild Gems and I bump up the filter to 3K, and I've been doing this now since last Tuesday. So on Tuesday when we get those super packs, and then on Fridays when we get the like Wild Gems crossover with whatever the Friday promo pack is, you see these player prices drop. Like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you don't see a ton of players on this filter, but like now this filter is like overwhelmingly packed under 3K. Like, you're seeing players expiring at 3K. And then you just take a look. Like ML Carr, if he had a slightly better jumper, okay, Channing Frye, I'm gonna buy him for 2,500 because I've been trying to get Channing Frye for a decent price. I will gladly take him. JJ Redick kind of scares me. I could get Bojan Bogdanovic, New York Knicks legend and one of Tony's favorite Knicks of all time, Bojan Bogdanovic, but he only has 2 silver badges. The badges are really important to me. I'm trying to get players that have a bunch of badges. Sam Perkins, not a bad card to add if you're looking for a player, but that's all we're going to do there. That's the main filter I've been looking at. And now let's take a look at some of these players who I've been picking up. I just want to go over them very, very briefly, just to mention some players that I'm looking at to potentially add to my team. So when I'm looking at these Sapphire cards, because I think right now, this early in the season, you're looking for the glue guys. You're looking for Sapphire players who are going to be lower in salary, right? Because salaries for these Sapphire players range from 500 to 800. You're looking for these players that are going to have lower salaries who you don't need a lot out of. Like, you're looking to fill roles. That's what I'm looking to fill in my salary cap lineup, right? So before we even look at this, let me show you guys my lineup and I'll walk through what I'm looking to do, right? So Derrick Rose, he's basically there to drive in the paint, and if the lane is open, I'll get a layup. And usually what happens is my opponent doesn't have a good enough point guard to keep Derrick Rose from getting to the basket. I've noticed that in a number of games because Derrick Rose is so fast. He has 90 something speed, right? He has 97 speed. Very few players can keep up with a player, in salary cap at least, at the point guard position, who has 97 speed and Hall of Fame lightning launch. That makes Derrick Rose's driving ability as good as any card in the salary cap game mode right now here in Season 1 of NBA 2K26. My team, James Posey is literally a 3-and-D player. He's there to be matched up against my opponent's primary scoring option. He is my POA, my point of attack defender. So I'll put him on whoever my opponent's trying to score with. He'll be able to lock them up as a Sapphire that's only coming in at 800 salary. That's amazing value. Rui Hachimura, he's another long wing player for me. He gets a lane steals for me if my opponent's passing around him. Because again, I think he's like 6'8", 6'9". Same thing with Harvey Grant. These are 2 players that have a ton of badges, as I mentioned. And then Jabari Smith, he's just there to knock down the pick and pop threes. For the most part, 5 players that can shoot. Same kind of thing off the bench. I have Henry Bibby and Earl Monroe as 2 point guards that are going to run my offense for me. And then I'm just looking for catch and shoot, knockdown shooters off the bench that have size, right? Like off the bench, I have players who are going to be lower in salary. Andre Black's 300 salary, Pau Gasol 300 salary, but they're both relatively tall, right? 6'11" and 7 feet tall. I actually have a lot of height after you look at my very short backcourt right here, which is great because, I can't look at players that are in the Ruby tier that have a bunch of badges that I could bring in off the bench. So I'm kind of capped, hence the term salary cap, right? But if I can bring in taller players, that'll somewhat help me mitigate, bringing in a player like Andre Blatch, who has literally 0 badges and is not fast, but he's 6'11", so he'll naturally be able to get deflections in the passing lane for me, which is great. So keeping all that in mind, I have roles in place that I'm trying to fill. So let's start with Trenton Hassel very quickly right here. Trenton Hassel, 81 offense, 94 defense. He is only 6'5", and he is at 800 salary. So a player like him at that height, I would like him to be closer to 500 salary. You can see here 78 3-pointers. So depending on that jump shot, it should be decently, greenable. 88 perimeter defense, 78 interior defense, and 84 speed. All of this is pretty solid for you to use him as a lockdown defensive player. Then you look at the badges: gold challenger, gold glove, gold immovable, gold interceptor, gold off-ball pest, gold on-ball menace, gold pick dodger. Are you guys noticing a trend with these badges? A lot of the key defensive badges are on gold. Like, yeah, he doesn't have all of them. Like, you would love to see paint patroller, or as some people call it, paint roller, on him, but he has enough good gold defensive badges that I think it makes up for the fact that he does not have gold paint patroller. He could be truly one of the elite budget point of attack defenders to run in salary cap. Earl Watson, he's only 6'1", but he's a 500 salary point guard with 16 gold badges, right? Yeah, 16 gold badges. We don't know what his jump shot looks like. We're going to test it out on stream maybe a little bit later. But look at these badges that he has on gold. Gold challenger, gold deadeye, gold dimer, gold glove, gold handles, gold interceptor, gold lightning launch. Like, the list goes on. Would love it if he had gold on-ball menace, or just any on-ball menace. He's gold set shot specialist and gold shifty. Like, a lot of really nice badges on this card. Again, it's kind of depending on their jump shot. Like, if Earl Watson has a bad jumper, it kind of ruins the card. But 16 gold badges at 500 salary, is great, and he's pretty fast from what I remember. Let's take a look at his speed. I think he has like close to, if not 90 speed. Yeah, 90 speed and 90 speed with ball. Yeah, not a perfect card, but I think he's as good as you're going to see at that salary. Gary Harris, another player who's going to be decent, 800 salary. Good three-point shot, right, at an 87. Decent defensively, not elite. 85 speed is pretty nice. The issue with him is he is only 6'4", but he does come with some nice badges, like Gold Deadeye, Gold Challenger, Bronze On-Ball Menace, which is whatever, Gold Pick Dodger, Gold Set Shot Specialist. As I mentioned, I think earlier in this video, I'm looking for players that have Set Shot Specialist. DJ Augustine is mostly a player that I would run offline. I just wanted to show you guys. He's 5'11", yes, which does suck, but he's fast. 84 three-pointer, 92 speed. He could be a fun card to run. Isaiah Ryder, I just got him because he usually plays really well in my team every year. Last couple of cards here. Mark Olberdering, sorry. I mostly just got him because he was at 500 salary, 6'8", which isn't tall at all for a power forward, but he does have a 78 three-pointer. And his badges are going to be mostly effective on in terms of rebounding, and he has off-ball pest on gold, which I really like. Larry Steele, as I mentioned, I think a lot of people like him because of his jumper. 82 three-pointer, defensively 90 perimeter is great, and he's a 6'5" point guard who's at 500 salary. So this is a player I'm actually strongly considering running. Gold badges, I think defensively you can see. Silver on-ball menace, gold on-ball pest, or off-ball pest, sorry, I'm butchering the names of these badges, but you can see like decent badges, none of them for shooting, and I like to have my point guards have dimer on some level. Him not having any dimer does kind of suck. We're not going to talk about this emeralds. Last card here, Kyle Macy. I'm pretty sure he's another elite shooter for me. 88 three-pointer, 500 salary. Again, you can see I'm trying to target these players in the Sapphire tier who are low in salary. 500 salary, 6'3" point guard, is not undersized for salary cap at this stage of the game. 77 perimeter. The issue is 25 interior defense. Like, he's going to get absolutely cooked around the basket. If he gets beaten off the dribble towards the cup, it's going to be easy money for your opponent, unfortunately. But again, like, these cards are going to all have flaws. Gold Deadeye is great on this card. Gold Limitless, Gold Mini Marksman. Again, it's dependent on his jump shot, but if his jumper is good, he could be like a Steph Curry light for you with those gold badges. And again, 500 salary is great. One last thing, actually two last things I want to show you guys very quickly before we move on. You guys have probably noticed, and I think we talked about it on this channel, there are a number of players who have Wild Gems cards that are exact copy and paste cards from last year. And so that kind of helps me, and hopefully helps you guys if you guys have been watching my salary cap series dating back to last year. There are a number of budget cards. Actually, there's one that I wanted to check to see if he has a card now. I don't know if he does. Keontae George. Does he have... okay, well, if he has an emerald card, I can't see it right now. But I'm curious to know if Keontae George has an emerald card similar to what he had last year. But other cards who we ran in salary cap last year who are still in the game now are players that I like, such as Craig Elo. I called Craig Elo White OG Anunoby last year. He had a great jump shot. He had great ratings. I mean, look at this card, man. 6'7" shooting guard, 88 three-pointer. Where's his defensive ratings? Like 40 interior, not great at all, but 87 perimeter is nice. 84 speed is not bad. And then take a look at the badges, man. Silver Challenger, Gold Deadeye, Silver Immovable, Gold Interceptor, Gold Off-Ball Pest, Gold On-Ball Menace, Gold Pick Dodger. This card was one of my early in the game point of attack defenders once I got him, and he has Gold Set Shot. He's going to be another card that's going to be similar for me like James Posey. He's going to be a good point of attack defender. You're not going to look to create with him, but he's going to be able to, you know, hopefully catch and shoot wide open threes for you with a decent buttery jumper. And then on defense, he's going to be a menace. He's going to be wreaking havoc against, you know, your opponent's, you know, primary scorer. And if you're able to be in a position where you're running both James Posey and Craig Elo, and if you're running a defense where you're going to switch between them, you're going to be set, man. Like, it's going to be great. Last player I want to show you guys is one of my favorite early game cards from last year. That is Bimbo Coles. He's unfortunately 800 salary, and unfortunately I have point guards that I like right now in, you know, in my starting lineup. Derrick Rose off the bench. I have that duo with Henry Bibby and Earl Monroe. But Bimbo Coles last year had one of the best jumpers. His jumper was really fast. We're going to try him out again, maybe today on stream. But 84 3-pointer. He has 90 speed, I believe. 91 speed, I apologize. 91 speed. 83 perimeter. Interior defense. Honestly, at his height, 49 interior defense is as good as it's going to get. Honestly, he's not a very heavy point guard at all. And then if you look at the badges, man, his badges were all pretty decent. Gold bailout, gold dimer, bronze Deadeye, gold lightning launch. Like, he's not going to be the player that you want to have out there on an island defensively, but he's going to be a good orchestrator of your offense. He's really fast. He like actually plays fast too, which I like. Like, there are players who have like high speed ratings, but you don't feel it when you're using them. Bimbo Coles, if he plays anything like he did last year, he's gonna feel fast when you're using him on the court. And if he's coming off the bench for you, you're gonna be able to take advantage of either your opponent's more than likely slower bench point guard or their fatigued starting point guard, which is gonna be great for Bimbo Coles. Should be a really nice orchestrator for your offense. Those are a few players. I'm sorry I took some time there, but those are some players that I've picked up, or some players that I've been targeting. I'm still looking for players like Sapphire, Wendell Carter, like Ruby, Yusuf Nurkic. We'll take a look at their prices really quickly, see if there are any of them up. I mean, 5,300, not bad for Wendell. Maybe we'll throw a quick bid on him, but I just don't know if I need him right now when I have Ruby, Jabari. The thing is, he is 500 salary, which I think is as good as it's going to get for a knockdown shooting center coming off the bench for you. And his badges are decent from what I remember. A gold box out beast, gold brick wall. Does he have set shot? Because no Deadeye does kind of suck. He does have gold set shot. I think that's why I liked his card so much. Okay, we are gonna maybe throw a bid on one of these. We'll have to see, possibly. Let's look at Nurkic and see, are there any Ruby Nurkics? There are two. Yeah, 14.1 is crazy, but he does have 2 added gold badges, so yeah. Take that for what you will. We also did buy Channing Frye earlier. Maybe we'll give Channing Frye some run in our salary cap gameplay. Before we get on out of here, we have a couple of packs to open up. We're going to fly through these, I think, pretty quickly because they're not really any packs that are exciting. Yeah, as always, let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys still grinding salary cap? What are you guys grinding, if you're grinding anything at all, in my team right now? As we get gems of the game, Norman Powell. We've seen him quite a bit, actually, on the auction house on that filter I showed you earlier. Sapphire cards below 3K. Here's our weekly 87 plus. This will probably be a bum gems of the game, or hopefully it's a series 1 card that I don't have. Come on, 2K, bless up. Antoine Carr. I don't think he can shoot as a power forward, but I don't think I have him, so we'll take him. Cool. Well, there you have it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And really hope you guys are trying to find ways to have fun playing my team. I know there's a lot of negativity in the air around my team right now. I'm frustrated with the game too, man. Like, I'm sure you guys are also really frustrated. We're really hoping to see some improvement. If not this season, then by the time season 2 rolls around, NBA preseason starts in like about a week, maybe a little more than a week, as of this recording. So hopefully we'll see like the NBA is back promo come back. That gave us some really fun budget cards to run in salary cap. That were not hidden gems. So hopefully we see 2K give us something similar, just to give us something to look forward to playing in this game, because the gameplay is fun, and I still think overall we have more in this game mode than we had in season 1 of my team last year. But that's mostly because of the content that we got on day 1 for our season-long grinds. And we'll talk about it more in a video that Harry and I will drop probably in podcast form in the next couple of weeks or so, where we talk about our thoughts on season 1 and our hopes / concerns for season 2. We're really hoping that they don't touch the season-long mode reward grind and keep the players comparable in level and in value. Like, we don't want to be getting cards that aren't, relevant as season-long mode grinds, because if they take that away from us on top of everything else they've taken away, my team could be a really we'll just call it a really bad experience to play in season 2 of NBA 2K26 my team. Appreciate and love you all. I think we're like 1 sub away from 1,200 subs, so if you're watching this video and you see us at 1199, you could be lucky 1,200. So yeah, appreciate you all. Until next time, I'll see you later.